La 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 la. Optimus! What happened?
He didn't get out the way.
Hey there guys, Premise Reviews here, and today we're going to be reviewing the Transformers The Movie Studio Series number 86, Autobot Hot Rod. Now, if you guys haven't checked out my last review, please make sure to check it out, leave a like, subscribe if you're new, make sure to turn on post notifications so that way you guys don't miss a single upload. Now, when this figure was shown, it was honestly a surprise of how good this figure looked. This figure looked accurate. This figure looked really poseable. And honestly, the paint job on this figure looked actually really good. But in person, this figure is amazing and honestly one of the best Hot Rods we have ever gotten ever in our lifetime. Seeing Hot Rod in G1 was honestly really cool, a young Autobot, but at the same time, I hate this guy. I really do hate this guy with all my passion, because freaking you get out of the... But other than that critique, I think this guy is honestly really cool. I do like the character. Honestly, when I first watched the movie, you know, I did cry a little, because, you know, he didn't get out the way. But other than that, I do like the character. I do like what he did in the movie. And honestly, I think he did redeem himself in the movie. I do, again, love the movie. I love the character. And that's all I'm going to say. Freak you, Hot Rod. Now, I know a lot of people back then didn't agree with him becoming Rodimus Prime. But honestly, I didn't have a problem with it. You know, Optimus Prime came back in the end. So, yeah. Now, taking a look at the packaging, you do got a beautiful image of Hot Rod. There's Studio Series 86 Autobot Hot Rod. He is the fourth one to come out of the 86 line, which was when the movie was released. And yeah, a beautiful image of Hot Rod here. Honestly, wow, I do love that. Here you do have the picture of the figure and his really cool looking alternate mode in only 29 steps. Honestly, really amazing. And surprisingly, he is a Voyager class, and I think I know why he's a Voyager class, and I'll tell you guys why in a second. Here you do have, again, a beautiful image of Hot Rod. It's Studio Series number 86, Voyager class. But that's it for the packaging, so let's take a look at, honestly, this really amazing figure. Now, taking a closer look at this figure, you can see that the head detail is honestly amazing. Just take a look at that head detail, man. I honestly love that. Super movie accurate. And I do thank them for that, as it does look honestly really amazing. You do got the nice blue for the eyes there. Man, wow. Just going down on the figure, you can see the beautiful detail on this guy. Do got that nice Autobot logo there. And again, honestly, a really great figure, man. Honestly, I didn't think he was going to be this good, but man, is he amazing. I do love this figure. And again, no backpack. This is screen accurate, so I am not gonna complain. G1 accurate, I'm not gonna complain. It does look really good, and overall they took their time with this guy, and I think they succeeded so much. Again, you can just see the shininess coming off the face, coming off the figure. Man, this figure is honestly amazing, and if you guys didn't pick this guy up, man, you guys are missing out on this guy. This guy is amazing, and honestly one of the best Hot Rods, again, we have ever gotten in such a long time. Honestly, a little better than the Masterpiece version. Just saying, I'm just saying. Honestly, just staring at this figure, it's amazing to me how good this guy looks. The fact that Studio Series, when they take their time, they can make amazing figures. And yes, I know he's a simple figure to make, but again, the fact that they made him this good is beautiful. Now, you guys want to know why he became a Voyager class? Yep, this guy did come with a few accessories, so let's take a look at them now. Now, here are all of Hot Rod's accessories, and now you can see why he became a Voyager class. Yep, how many accessories can it take for you to become from a deluxe class to a Voyager class? I will never know. I know that the figure is a deluxe class. It has to be. There's no way it's a Voyager class. It's a tall deluxe class, but there's no way it's a Voyager class. But here are all of his accessories, and just taking a look at the weapons here, you can see again really cool looking accessories, and I'm glad that they painted it silver. You know, the fact that they actually painted the accessories are actually really, really cool. Then at the end, you do have a little blast effect to where you just take it off and you just plug it back in like so. And yeah, honestly, really, really cool. Here we do have the Matrix of Leadership effect, to where he holds it and he says, "I have the power," basically like that. And then here we do have the Matrix of Leadership. Really, really cool looking Matrix of Leadership. Honestly, a fantastic iteration of the Matrix. I do love it. And then here we do have his pizza cutter. Could have had any other weapon and you chose a pizza cutter. You're basically gonna make slices for the Decepticons. How did this guy become Rodimus? But again, I do thank them for all the accessories, as I think they all do look really, really, really cool. But let's put it on him so that way you can see how cool he actually looks with them. Now to plug in his handheld weapons, all you're gonna do is of course bring in the figure here, and you are just going to at the end of the gun, you do have a peg here, and all you're simply gonna do is just plug it in like so. Same thing on the other side. That way you can see how easy it is to install. And then there you go. There you have him holding his, honestly, two really, really, really cool looking weapons. I do think they do look really, really, really cool. And I do love the blast effect that they put on this thing. I think it does look fantastic. And honestly, they did a great job with this guy. This guy is a surprising figure for me, and this figure is honestly amazing, man. Wow. Now, to plug in his pizza cutter, all you are going to do is you are going to kind of transform his hand. And this is one of the features that I do like about this guy. So what you're going to do is you are just going to come down to the bottom here, and you're just going to simply just untap that there. And then you're going to twist this piece up like so, and then I don't know if you can see, but on the hand here you are going to see like this tab thing, and you're simply just going to untab it like that, and then you're just going to rotate his hand like so until that peg comes out, and then you align everything. If you don't align everything right, then it will not close, and then you're gonna have a heck of a time trying to close it. Like you see how it's not closing, so I gotta align it very, very well. And I honestly remember that I did forget to do something. You gotta make sure that his hand is closed. If his hand is not closed, it will not work. Duh. Then you're going to do is you're going to tap it back in and then put everything back into place like how it was. And now you just have the peg sticking out of the hand like so. This is where you take the pizza cutter, and on the bottom you are going to see a hole here. And then you simply just plug it in like so. Like so. And there you go. Now you have him holding his really, really cool looking, well, you know what, underwhelming weapon of a pizza cutter. Yeah, I mean, it does look good, don't get me wrong, but a pizza cutter is not gonna do it for you, Hot Rod. Not gonna do it. But again, it does look really, really cool and really accurate, and I do like it, and honestly, I do enjoy it. This figure is a surprise to me, and I thank Studio Series for making this figure now. Holy smokes. Now, one cool feature about this guy is that he does come with a visor. What? Does he have a head replacement? Nope. This is how they installed it, which is really, really cool. You're going to come to the head here. You're just going to lift his forehead up, and you are going to see the visor there. Then you just bring down the visor here. It is kind of a pain to get out, but once you do get it out, it's honestly really, really cool. Then you just go like that, and then you just put it down, and then boom, bam, now he has a visor. And again, it does look really, really cool. Dude got nice blue there. And again, they didn't have to do this, but they did, and maybe that's why he became a Voyager class. But again, does look really, really cool, and honestly, I do quite like it. Now, Hot Rod is a very small figure, as he does stand from the head to about 5.5 inches tall, maybe a little bit over 5.5 inches tall. Yep, this is a Voyager class. I'm just saying, this is a Voyager class. So for some size comparisons, here he is next to Voyager class Earthrise Optimus Prime, so that we can see how cool these two look there. And honestly, even though completely different figures, really, really cool. Honestly, still waiting for Studio Series to make a G1 Optimus Prime, please. But for now, this guy's gonna have to do, and this guy honestly fits very, very well. They both do look really, really cool, and I thank them for actually making Hot Rod look as accurate as he does look, as I think they both do look amazing. For my next size comparison, here he is next to the War for Cybertron Earth Rise, I believe, Megatron, so that we can see how cool these two actually look there. And yeah, this is the only kind of G1 accurate Megatron I do have in my collection so far. But for now, these two look really, really cool. I think the height is honestly about accurate. I think Megatron was about this height compared to Hot Rod. Because remember, Hot Rod, pretty sure it's a deluxe class, but they named him a Voyager. But again, these two do look really, really cool and very, very well together. And for my last size comparison, here he is next to the Studio Series 86 movie leader class Grimlock. So you can see that there. Holy smokes! Yeah, this is honestly amazing. They both do look really, really good with each other. Honestly, not gonna complain too much because this is honestly amazing. The fact that we're actually getting G1 accurate versions of these guys in figures is honestly really, really amazing. Man, the fact that they both do look screen accurate and they both do look amazing the way they did look is honestly fantastic, and I can't thank Studio Series enough, man. Wow. Now for the articulation, this guy's head is on a ball joint. He can look up that far and look about down that far. His arm can move out, bicep swivel, bend at the elbow, and he does have wrist swivel. Let me see if I can show you. Wrist swivel, and his fingers do open and close, which is really, really cool. He does have a waist swivel, which is honestly really, really cool as well. The fact that he can kick his leg about that far is really, really cool, and he can go back about that far, not too bad. He does have a really tight thigh swivel, bend at the knee, and he does have a beautiful ankle pivot, and he does have a tiny toe bend, as you can see that there. Posability on this guy is honestly fantastic. You are not going to hear any complaints from me. This guy's posability is honestly fantastic, and the fact that he can do all these type of posability is honestly amazing, and I thank them so much because it's honestly a fantastic figure. But alright guys, I think it's time. I think it's time for you guys to see his really cool, really accurate, really G1 inspired looking alternate mode. Man, this alternate mode looks I can't even say alternate mode. Alternate mode looks fantastic, and honestly, I love it. So without further ado, here is his really, really, really cool looking alternate mode. Honestly, this thing does look fantastic. Wow, did they do an amazing job with this thing, man. Dude, this is so G1 accurate. It looks like it just came out the movie and came right into your hands, man. This thing looks fantastic. Let's take a closer look. Holy smokes. Dude, this thing looks sick. Just taking a closer look, you can see the beautiful details, man. Holy smokes, you do got that nice silver for the pipes. I forgot that called. I'm sorry, I think that's called the exhaust. I'm not 100% sure. But man, this thing does look really, really cool. Do got that nice blue for the windshield there. Got some nice silver for the engine here. Honestly, and you got the Autobot logo there. But honestly, a really, really fantastic looking vehicle mode, and I cannot complain too much. This thing does look amazing, and did they do a fantastic job? I think they knocked it out of the park with this figure, man. This thing looks amazing. It does look fantastic, and it does roll fairly well. Not the best, you know, but you know, it still rolls good enough, I guess. But again, really cool looking alternate mode, really cool looking figure. Honestly, I do like this figure. Now, a really cool thing you can do with this really cool looking alternate mode, you can modify it. What do you mean modify? Well, you can store the guns on its engine mode easy. You're gonna see this part here, and you're simply just gonna put it in like so. It's gonna be a firm grip. Just plug it in, and it is kind of, you know, a hassle, but again, once you plug it in, it is look really cool. There you have that there, and then for the same thing on the other side, you're gonna have make sure that the peg is sticking out like so, and then you are simply just going to plug it in. Like I said, it is a hassle, but again, it does look really cool when you put it on. And bada bing, bada bam, bada boing. Does this thing look really cool? And now you're going to take these, you know, these these fire accessories, and you're just going to plug it in however you want. We're going to plug it in like so right here. Camera, please focus. Camera, focus, focus, focus. Thank you. And you're simply just going to plug it in like so, and that's how it's going to look like there. You're going same thing on the other side here. You're just going to plug it in like so, however way you want it. And bada bam, bada bing, bada bam, bada pop. Does this thing look really, really cool? Nowhere to store the matrix. But other than that, you can see that this thing does look really, really cool. And I'm so glad that they made this figure. So yeah, in height, this figure did decrease in size, as he is now roughly about maybe 1.5 inches tall. But honestly, I don't care. I do love this alternate mode. I'm glad that they made this, man. It does look really, really cool. And honestly, one of my favorite Transformers that I've ever transformed so far on this channel. It is really simple, it is unique, and it is honestly really, really fun. And it's honestly not a stressful time transforming this guy. I think this guy is really, really cool. A fun transformation. That's what I love about this figure. But I think that's it. So I'm going to transform him back into his robot mode so I can get my overall review and my overall grade on this guy. And honestly, it might be a good score. So here we go. Let's see what score he gets. Alrighty guys, there you go. There you have the Transformers The Movie Studio Series number 86 Autobot Hot Rod. Now overall, I do think this figure is honestly really, really amazing. And honestly, really, really movie accurate. For its scale, I think it does do a great job capturing how he did look in the film. And honestly, a great design. And even this figure, man, this figure is amazing. He is pulsable, he can do a lot of things, and honestly I do love every single one of his accessories, as I think they all do look really, really cool. So for that, I do have to give this figure a very solid 9 out of 10. Yes, a 9 out of 10 for this figure is a great score. But there is just one flaw I don't like about this guy, so let's talk about it. The only flaw that I don't like about this guy is how loose his waist is. Yes, that's it. It's just his waist. His waist is very, very, very loose, and I wish there was a way to tighten it up so that way it won't be so loose. But again, that's only my biggest gripe about this figure. Other than that, this figure is amazing. Yes, people will say that the arms are annoying, and yes, the arms are kind of annoying, but they're not to the point where I don't hate them. I just think it's a cool way to do the arms. But I think the waist swivel is just a bit more annoying than the arms. But other than that, I think this figure is amazing, and I honestly think that this figure is worth it. Now, I did have this guy in my collection for a very long time, ever since he basically came out, and honestly I just thought I'd review him because he honestly stood out in my collection, and I feel like he needed to be reviewed. I feel like that if I reviewed him, then I feel like it would do him justice, and honestly, reviewing this guy was so much fun, and I do like this figure. And again, compare him to the Masterpiece. I feel like this figure is better than the Masterpiece. Yes, I said it, okay? I said it. This figure is honestly on top of the Masterpiece, and that's crazy. A $30 figure beating a Masterpiece is honestly like what are you talking about? And yes, trust me, when you have this guy, or if you do have this guy is amazing. Again, he can do almost anything, and it's honestly amazing. I just can't wait for Studio Series to keep making more G1 inspired Transformers the movie figures. I still want that Megatron. I still want that Optimus Prime. I'm still waiting on that Galvatron as well. But other than that, I think that's gonna do it for me. I do love this figure, and 9 out of 10 is so worth it, and this guy is definitely worth it. But I think that's gonna do it for me. So this has been Primus Reviews. That has been the amazing Hot Rod / Rodimus Prime / get out the freaking way. Remember to stay calm and keep moving on. So I'll make sure to see you guys on the next one. When Optimus Prime tells you to get out the way, get out of the way!